light the fire in my end. I sing light the fire. I sing all kinds of songs.
For Lakeside 4th graders like Riley Ellis, the Pen Pal Project is a great chance to meet new friends from a different generation.
Sometimes they clap, they always say good job.
These new friends always have words of wisdom.
Who's your pen pal?
Mrs. McCollum, she taught me about how to be a good friend to others. She says it's kind of hard when you're around difficult people who kind of gets you mad, but you have to be kind no matter what.
With field trips to the retirement home and parties at school, pen pals are more than just a virtual relationship.
It's like an information or a privilege to be at the party. I would say that this pen pal project is the wonderful thing that I have ever done with my light the fire in my end. I sing light the fire. I sing all kinds of songs.
For Lakeside 4th graders like Riley Ellis, the Pen Pal Project is a great chance to meet new friends from a different generation.
Sometimes they clap, they always say good job.
These new friends always have words of wisdom.
Who's your pen pal?
Mrs. McCollum, she taught me about how to be a good friend to others. She says it's kind of hard when you're around difficult people who kind of gets you mad, but you have to be kind no matter what.
With field trips to the retirement home and parties at school, pen pals are more than just a virtual relationship.
It's like an information or a privilege to be at the party. I would say that this pen pal project is the wonderful thing that I have ever done with my friends and family.
Catching big fish, beating people, slaunchy donkeys, just toads. Yeah, fishing language. When we take off, there's always these big waves from the other boats. I like just nailing them and getting airtime. That's fun.
It wasn't until recently Lakeside had a fishing team.
I went to the school board about a year ago and asked them if I could create one. It took a while, but it was worth it.
Everybody seems happy because I think they just like fishing, and fishing's life. Almost same spot, but further back.
It's just a energy rush, just trying to reel in that big old bass and trying to get it into the boat.
Sometimes it's not just about what you find on the end of your line.
Just the experience, just trying to be out in the water and just having fun with friends. And
hey, that's how it is. It's a fisherman's life.
And with statewide tournaments, this team offers more than just a boatload of fun.
We had a couple guys come and get in second place, and they were actually some of the younger guys, so that was really cool.
Last season, these partners lured second place statewide.
It was awesome. They were just hoping we catch one fish. But we went out there early and got our limit, and then started calling our fish and getting bigger fish in the boat.
As everyone knows, the art of fishing is in the tail.
Pulled up to this one cove, about 5 minutes left, and we were fixing to go, and we pulled up to it, and Cole said that he saw one on the depth finder, so he tossed out there. He didn't get it. I tossed out there. I didn't get it, and then he took a cast back into the very back.
They're about to go good right here.
And I cast it out there. I caught like a 3 3/4. I just persevered and kept fishing through the hard times. Now that's helped me. Now that we have the hard tournaments, every cast, that one cast could make a big fish and possibly win the tournament.
At the end of the day, the only skill you need is patience.
All it takes is to keep with it.
My mom's real big on, if you pick a team, you got to stay with that team, so might as well make it good. You don't want to blow it because it's having fun.
I think anytime you could put students in a situation where they are going to a different place to see how things operate differently and similarly, it benefits our kids.
Getting to know somebody that's actually from that culture instead of just stereotypes and things that you've heard from the internet or from other students, getting to know someone that's actually from where that is.
Hanamaki Hot Springs!
The Hot Springs Sister City program helps students connect across the world.
When our kids go there, their kids come here. We really look at something like a tether to where when something happens in that part of the world, our kids relate to it because we know we have people there, we know people there. And I think it's the same way for our Japanese students. They come here, they meet us, they know our part of the earth. When something happens here, they think about us.
There's one girl that I hosted last year that I've became really connected with, and I stayed at her house when I went back to Japan this summer, and she was from our sister school, Higashi.
We communicate with with Hanamaki, with Higashi, several times during the year, and we exchange good news information about our athletics teams, about our graduation, about accomplishments that our students have. And that's always when the students go to Hanamaki, we always visit Higashi, and then when their students come, they really focus on Lakeside as their main point of experience.
For Lakeside, it's more than just a trip.
I think one of the big things that we're trying to teach our citizens here in the United States, but especially here in Hot Springs, is how to understand other cultures and how to be understanding and tolerant of those cultures.
It taught me to be more tolerant of other people, and just understanding other cultures in general is very good for your interactions with just different people in your everyday life.
One of my favorite things about the visits is when the last night, when we're having the final dinner and they're getting ready to travel home. Almost every year we have several students that are crying because they have gotten so close.
Ready?
You know, we had
As the week went along, they opened up more and they started talking and they really had a close bond.
It's nice to see the students come all shy and quiet, and when they arrive and then they're just wondering what's going to be happening in the next few days, and then when we leave, it's like they don't want to leave.
When she left, my daughter was very upset to see her go. So,
like when I hosted, it felt like, and he left, it felt like my brother was leaving. It felt like I was probably not going to see my brother again.
And they've completely changed. They're not the same students that arrived.
Even though that there's a language barrier between us, we can still find a way to get along and still connect to each other on a very deep basis.
But they're still able to share so many things that experience is so moving.
Walmart, Mountain.
Eating pancake.
We went to the pancake shop.
So delicious.
Yeah.
I had many experience in America with syrup.
チーズバーガーなど美味しいものを食べたことです。
She got to eat a cheeseburger, things like a cheeseburger, and enjoy it.
We took him up to the mountain and we celebrated his birthday and listening to music.
And so I see the emotional impact that has on our students. I've been able to keep up with several of our students as they have graduated high school, and they're still very interested in the program and the developments that are happening, and that tells me that it's making an impact on our kids well after their experience at Lakeside.
So my host sister, she's thought about coming to college in the US, and so that'd be super cool if we ended up going to the same college and rooming together or something. It's just those little connections that you make throughout your life that can help you in the future. Or I possibly want to go to Japan to teach English, maybe connections over there, or in her job she could help me get a job, or just little connections that you have all over the world that will help you in the future.
Connections aren't the only benefit the program has to offer.
I think the main benefit for our students is to see that our culture is not the only culture in the world.
And learning more about other cultures educates us to where we won't make any mistakes or do anything ignorant that might affect us in the long run.
We are a lot more alike than what you would think, even though we are on opposite ends of the world.
Come experience the opposite end. Get involved.
Oh, I would highly recommend getting involved with the program. If that's a little outside of your comfort level right now, it's actually getting on a plane and traveling to Japan. Start by hosting a student, or start by getting involved with the visits when the students come to visit Lakeside. I think that's a great way, again, to experience culture.
Did you enjoy your visit?
Yes. Thank you very much.
It's definitely cool to say that one of your best friends lives across the world.